And here we are.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. How are you all doing today? My name is Kiana Bird, and this is Talk Tuesdays. You are tuning in to Talk Tuesdays. Today we do not have Dave here. There was some tough technical difficulties on his end, so we have myself here, Kiana Bird, aka Bird Woman. Coming to you live with your Let's Get Real advice. I don't have any advice for you today, but I want to say that I do have an article to share with you guys, and we're going to discuss it. And, oh, by the way, repping Detroit, Michigan over here. And my co-host, my beautiful co-host, Nadia.
Kiana, right? And my name is Nadia, bringing to you Nuts Buzz all the way from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. And let's get started. Kiana, do you want to talk about the article first? Let's just change it up a little.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, we're kind of doing everything in a different order today since Dave's not here. He usually starts, but I'll go ahead. All right. Okay, since I'm somebody that gets real, I'm going to be real with you. I did not read this article, but I did skim through it a little bit. I'm like, that's what I do.
Yeah, no.
It's titled "How to Start a Conversation You're Dreading." It's from the Harvard Business Review.
Oh my gosh, that sounds really useful. It's like something that I need.
Yeah, like literally when I saw this article, I was like, okay, this is like something I really struggle with because it helps me just find things that I really struggle with. And okay, so like I said, I really don't know what the article's about, but I kind of just wanted to like graze over that whole topic.
Right.
I feel like I find myself in a situation where I'm struggling with that in whether it's like friends, coworkers, not so much family because I feel like I can just pretty much like be honest with family. But sometimes there are situations where I'm kind of like hesitant towards certain like subjects, but then I find that I won't even like explain it or I won't bring it up. I feel like we can go so long and like procrastinate so long without like, facing the issue, facing the facts, having that conversation that you have to have at some point. Otherwise, it's going to be like a big elephant in the room,
Yeah, I know. I think I had that. Sometimes you kind of have that with housemates as well. There's something that you really should get out there and discuss, but you're like, it's not something bad, but it's like it's better if you actually discuss it, just have everyone on the same page. And then if you don't discuss it, later on it might, turn sour, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's hard.
It's funny that you mentioned housemates. My friend like was talking to me last week about how he pretty much heard things through the grapevine a lot with his roommate and stuff, and she would just always like tell everything to like his parents, and what? I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Like, she's a grown, like we're grown people, we're adults here. If you have an issue, and it was something as silly as like dishes or whatever, like a lot of times it's really small stuff, especially with people that like you're living with and stuff, or you don't do this or you don't do that. But I have heard some like horror stories with roommates and stuff, like like they're having sex in the next room and they're or like right in the same room, I'm sorry, like in a dorm room, and they're there and they I don't know if they care if the other roommate's sleeping or not, but it's just totally disturbing.
It wasn't a housemate or a roommate, but it was my upstairs neighbor because I lived in a flat. So this is back when I was studying in England, and they have wooden floorboards. And oh my goodness, sound travels so much. And I was like, the first time I heard it, I was like, what on earth is that? And then I was like, getting out of here. I'm getting out of here.
You were on the first floor?
I was on the second floor, and it was a person on the third floor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Action going on, which I really didn't need to hear, but I accidentally heard because wooden floorboards. So people try not to stay in a flat with wooden floorboards.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But you know what? It makes sense because you were on the lower level and everything, and like they were above you. But I remember my ex-boyfriend, his roommate was a stripper, and I guess she kind of like got around and like he would always hear her and stuff, and then like she'd play her music loud and stuff. So I remember they had a conversation where they literally communicated. She communicated to him like what she's doing, like if he hears certain things. So like certain type of music she plays, it means that she's like smoking weed or something. Like Canada's fairly liberal, and my ex was from Canada, so like I don't know, it was just very. She was very liberal and everything.
Whoa. Whoa.
I personally was like disgusted by that, and I like I would never want like, because that's still a housemate, even if you are on a flat, because he was on a flat too. But oh my gosh.
It's disturbing, definitely disturbing.
Yeah. That's why I'm somewhat hesitant with roommates and stuff, because but you know what? To me, if you have good communication, regardless of what differences you guys have, as long as you can come to a consensus and just agree to disagree on certain things, or compromise whatever, you know, you're used to doing, and just come together and just live in peace and love and happiness, then you can get along, you know?
Yeah, because I've noticed that sometimes the way people introduce a certain topic can set the tone for that conversation. So if you're just like nicely, diplomatically trying to tell them, can you please like don't do that or something, and then we also have to accept if they say, can you not do that either, because it annoys us. I think we could kind of like, oh, all right then.
Yeah. Me personally, I've like cut off friendships because due to my poor communication, and like things were just poorly communicated, and it like ruined my friendship. So like you might not think that like avoiding a conversation that you need to have, like, oh, okay, you know, I'll just wait it out or whatever. Years and years of like holding that back, like if you know you need to have this conversation, you're going to build up resentment if you don't address it when it needs to be addressed. And even a lot of times, I know I kind of feel like, oh, but my opinion is irrelevant, or they're not going to care, or I already know how they're going to react, and it's no use in even trying to address it. Mm-hmm. But you have to at least get it out there, you know? I know some people, I don't know, I've heard like in movies or something, oh, I guess when like the girl wants to share her feelings, or like the guy wants to share their feelings of like a crush that they had, like a long lost crush, they'll like, I don't know, there's like some dramatic scene where they're like reading a poem out to them and stuff, and then there's like the crowd, and then it's like they either react in a really bad way or a good way. So I always think of those moments, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to put myself out there like that.
Yeah. For me, I think I'm one of those who procrastinate. I'll really, really procrastinate until someone like basically lights a fire under my chair. Like, go get it done, woman. Yeah. It's really hard. I don't know how to start it, because sometimes I worry that, you know, I'll either get scolded, maybe, or we'll get into a disagreement, or sometimes it can be perfectly fine.
Right. But, you know, the key is to know how to be assertive and know how to, like, communicate effectively, even if that person doesn't necessarily communicate effectively. Because a lot of times, people that aren't even noticing like these issues or whatever, they're probably not even thinking about it, and it's up to you to be assertive and voice your opinion clearly. Say, you know, this is how I feel. Like, I know that's so cliche of like, you know, like I don't know, like be in psychology or whatever, like communication, but you know, it helps to make those statements like, I feel this way when you do this, or you know, it makes me feel this way when this happens, and I don't really appreciate it. I mean, it doesn't help, you know, cussing them out, because you're just getting all this anger out, and they're looking at the anger, they're looking at the emotion, and it's not going to make them want to, like, help you or, you know, come to a conclusion together on what you can do about the issue.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's like if you start cussing them out, they're just gonna react the same way, and you'll just end up raising voices and not get anything done.
Yeah. Then you get like a reality TV show situation.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of communication and all that, I just happened to watch a really disturbing video. Not really disturbing, but it was disturbing to me because it was sort of like a scene that someone recorded on their mobile phone. It was like in the middle of heavy traffic. A car hit another car, and then the car that got hit was actually was driven by a girl, and she got out and just like started banging the other guy's car and screaming and everything. It was like, come on, chill. And the guy behind her was like, I'm really sorry, I don't know how it happened, it wasn't intentional. But the way she reacted was as if the guy, you know, banged her car really badly. But from the video, you can hardly see the damage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was just like, did you have to do that? And the guy behind her who hit her was this elderly guy, kind of like, you know, looks like kind of like an uncle, grandpa kind of age. And
grandpa.
like waving her steering lock and like hitting his car, and you're like, did you really need to do that? Like,
it was embarrassing. Psycho.
Yeah, I don't know what's her problem, but seriously, ineffective communication. She just kept accusing him of, you know, banging her car on purpose, and he's trying to say no, but I really think that guy handled it well because he didn't lose his temper at all. He didn't raise his voice, whereas the girl just went berserk, and it just made her look bad as well.
Yeah, you said this was a video, like a video on YouTube or something?
Actually, I saw it on my Facebook because it actually happened in Malaysia. Like, oh
wow.
My gosh, did you have to embarrass my country?
Oh man, that's some extreme road rage.
Yeah, you know, I'll send the link to you maybe sometime so that you can, but you won't be able to understand it because they're kind of talking Malay. But yeah. It's embarrassing. You're like, why did you have to do that?
Yeah, she made herself look dumb.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Yeah, and that's the thing with anger. Like, you come out looking like the one that's like immature. It's childish almost. I mean,
yeah.
I think of a child like throwing a tantrum. I remember those YouTube videos, like it was like literally a series of YouTube videos, and it was like called Greatest Freak Out Ever. Do you remember that?
I think I sort of remember that title. I don't remember the video so much, but I remember that title.
Yeah, it was like this little white kid, and he would like get pissed about the dumbest stuff. It was really funny though, but he would like I just remember he threw a remote, and like I have to look that back up again because I haven't seen that in so long. Things from my past are coming to me lately, like back when I was in high school and stuff, and I just remember I loved those videos for some reason.
Yeah, because I mean it's kind of funny, although probably the situation is not funny, but it is watching how that person reacts.
Yeah, but like the kid seriously had some issues because he'd break things. Like he would break expensive things. I don't remember what expensive things, but He broke some stuff. I know that much.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I won't be inviting him to my house because I kind of like my stuff.
I know, right? That's so embarrassing though, because it's like, okay, you get older and you look back on those things, but that stuff is like on the internet and stuff. I'd like,
It's something that's immortalized now. And it doesn't matter if you're 80, if you come across that video, or if someone comes across that video, they'll be like, hey, were you the kid who had insane freakouts?
right. That's how I feel about like just any like child actors and stuff. I kind of feel bad for them because I feel like a lot of times they want to disassociate themselves from that character altogether because people want you to be the character that you play, and that's not them.
So true. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why all these child actors and actresses tend to just suddenly have a phase where they go bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take Miley
I like
Cyrus.
that word, bonkers. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, I didn't read the article, but, you know, that was what I pretty much had to say about it.
Yeah.
It's always something we can improve on.
Exactly. I'm always trying to, I keep telling myself, don't be scared to talk to people. And I find that the more I worry or the more I think about it and try to anticipate or try to imagine how the scene is going to be, the more scared I get and the more I'll procrastinate. So it's just better if I don't think and do it. And then it doesn't matter if I stutter and just get my words all jumbled up, but I just don't think and do it. At least I'll do it.
Yeah. Is there anything that like comes to mind specifically that you still need to bring up with someone? Or, you know.
Not really. I kind of settled most of it already.
Oh, okay, 'cause I was gonna say, make sure you address it. I mean, you don't have to put it out on like the show or anything, but you know, make sure you address it.
Oh. I think usually mine would be either with housemates or when you want to just initially say, okay, let's split this bill or that bill, or how do you want to split it, that kind of thing. You really should get it out in the open early on because otherwise it just gets harder later. Then maybe sometimes it's approaching your boss about something. So
Right.
that's a bit daunting for me.
Oh, I should open up the Q&A. I wanted to open up the Q&A, but for some reason, I guess I was supposed to do that beforehand, right?
Oh, does it say that it's disabled or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we'll just get people to write in the comments. And then
Yeah.
if we have any comments.
Yeah, if you guys have any like things that you feel like you need to address, like if you want to post it in the comments or something, Like we want to hear what you guys have to say.
We should probably have like a Talk Tuesdays Twitter account, so then they could like post stuff on that. But I don't really use Twitter, so I don't know how it should be done. But I think we should look into
it.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you want a Twitter account or you want us to have a Twitter account. Okay.
So, yeah.
Something to think about.
Sorry? Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yep. But yeah, well, I guess that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. So.
But I like that topic a lot, Kiana, and I think you should include the link to the article if you have it in the description box, so that if any of our viewers decide to check it out, they can have a read.
Yeah, so we can for real like have you guys know what the story is about, because I sure as heck don't know. I'll read it after I'm done though. It's just terrible because my schedule's been so crazy lately. So.
It's okay, don't worry. You just gave us a good topic to discuss, and then. Yeah. You can always look it up later.
Exactly. Oh, also, I want to take this time to just let you guys know. Me and Nadia, we were having a talk before the show, and we were thinking, like, at least for my personal YouTube, I could start vlogging about my journey, my fitness journey that I'm taking. A week ago, I started Insanity. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's like an intense cardio, strength, and all resistance workout. And there's different, workouts for different days. And a guy named Sean like leads it and stuff. And he's really built. Like he's like so built. Like he has a really great body. It's funny because he's gay, but
Oh, you know
I
what?
know, right?
Looking guys are gay. It's just wrong.
I know. To
What?
me, he's not that great looking in the face, though. I just love his body.
I
Yeah,
think it's
shout
because
out
they're
to
fit.
Aw.
They're so fit, so it looks great.
Yeah, he looks great, but yeah, he pushes you in the DVD too. Like it's legit. It's really good though. It's like the first month is like 30 to 40-minute workouts, and then the second month is gonna be 60-minute workouts. So I gotta get prepared. I gotta get on the ball, but I'm doing it with 2 other people. So it's always best to work out, with more than one person. So that's what I've been doing lately, and I just got back from doing Insanity. It was pretty intense.
Do you
So,
actually have to go to the gym and do it, Kiana, or do you do it at home as a group, or how's it done?
yeah, we do it at my friend's house. It's a set of DVDs. So whatever workout we're doing that day, we pop the DVD in. We actually do it outside, and we watch it from her portable DVD player at my friend's house.
That's
And
really good. Mm-hmm.
it's nuts because the 2 females that I'm doing it with, Tori and Rachel, they did it already. Like they've done the whole Insanity workout already. I know Rachel, she lost 10 pounds. So
Wow.
more weight, yeah. Yeah, I'm so proud of her. Like, shout out to Rachel, because I know she's not watching this because she doesn't have internet, but yeah, or shout out to Tori, too, also, because they're just working hard, and they're setting goals, and it's inspiring me a lot, so yeah. Stay tuned for the vlogs on that, though, of my progress.
Yeah, we'd all love to hear about it because I think it's really good. Me personally, I don't get to do stuff like that, but I appreciate when people do it, and especially if you're doing it as a program and you manage to complete that program. Wow,
Mhm.
that's awesome. That really is.
Yeah, you're like supposed to get a T-shirt once you're done with the workout and stuff.
You, s- you were competing with another team as well, right?
Oh, that is actually a separate thing. It's the Game On diet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a diet that's separate from Insanity. We just decided we were going to do that because basically in brief, like a writer from Grey's Anatomy, she's a woman, I forgot her name, but she started this diet for herself. I guess she just designed it, and she ended up losing 40 pounds. I don't know how, in what span of time. It's a really good diet to pick up. It's actually a great diet to just have in your life, incorporate these things in your life, and hopefully I'll never like go back to the old way I was eating because I was like terrible. I've been really bad with my eating habits like the past 2 years especially, but I never really ate healthy anyway. I just always wanted to.
Right.
Yeah, finally doing it. So yeah, it's like a game because you get points, and whoever wins does something for the other team. So you can have as many people as you want involved, but for me, I'm just actually we're looking for 2 other people to compete against since it's me and Rachel doing it, and then we need 2 other people. So if anyone out there wants to do it,
Come
I mean,
on.
I'd be willing to go with online people too. So
Yeah, because we'll all just stay connected.
Yeah.
Well, I think these healthy diets or things like that are really good. Healthy lifestyle, basically. I really advocate healthy lifestyle, even though my lifestyle is not that healthy right now because I eat a lot of fast food. But I'm trying not to. It's just that I don't have time to cook. But anyway, besides the point.
You should
I
try
think
the
I
diet.
can't diet anymore because I went to Taylor. Was it Sunday? And she measured my waist and everything to make a new dress.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hang on a minute, is this even your measurements?" Because I lost 1.5 inches on my waist.
Ooh, you're so thin. I mean, I'm not saying you need a diet, but you know, if you're eating like fast food all the time, that's not good. You must have a really great metabolism.
Kind of, but I walk a lot and I try to dance in my room behind closed doors. But when I dance, it's like, this real dance kind of workout. So after it, you're like really sweaty and tired, but it's really good. It feels really good.
Oh my gosh. Do you ever dance in front of the mirror?
I do.
Oh my gosh, yay! I have never met anybody that does that because I'll admit that I do it and sorry, my mom's distracting me. Anyway, I'll admit that I do it and then they're like, I don't do that. What? And then they look at me weird.
Yeah, I mean, I look at all those people in the movies and stuff. So if it's a dance thing, they've got huge mirrors. So I need mirrors in my room. If I could, I'd like mirror a whole wall just so that I can dance the whole way back and forth and pretend I'm in a dance studio and stuff like that. It's really fun. My dad used to hate it because I'd have my music really loud and I wouldn't hear if he yells like calling us or something. And it's like, it's dangerous if I call you and you can't hear me. Keep your music down.
OMG. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Like, I do the same thing. There's no shame in it. I'm not ashamed. I mean, it's just really awkward when I like look to relate on that with people, but then they're like, no, I don't do that. And then it's like, okay, well, I guess we can't relate, but
I do that. My sisters do it. It's like maybe it's like a family trait or something, but we do it all
it
the
really
time.
is a family thing. My sister and I talk about this all the time. It's like we always wonder like, oh, I wonder do other sisters do what we do? Like, are they really as weird as us?
You know what? Normal is not normal anymore.
Right? No such
Yeah,
thing as
Sorry, what were you saying?
yeah. There's no such thing as normal.
Exactly. I agree 100%. I even bought more IKEA mirrors to put it at this wall. Hang on, let me try to show you. There we go. It's
Oh,
like a
nice.
mirror.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Fun.
I think it's great. And you really gotta let us know how you do on the Insanity program and also on the Game On diet thing.
Yeah, I'll let you know how many points we rack up and all that stuff. And like I said, anybody that wants to do it, we're starting off. It's just a preliminary week. We're actually like trying to count points now. I need to actually get on that after I get off here because I've already eaten some. But yeah, like I mean if anyone's curious, I could maybe even like post the rules and things like that to see if you might be interested. But yeah, I mean it's 5 meals a day, 5 small meals a day. I'm sure a lot of people have heard that like recently, like it's not 3 meals a day. You should be eating 5 smaller meals to speed up your metabolism. Can't talk.
That
But
sounds like a because when I was studying also they said that you should really eat smaller meals but more often rather than a big meal.
yeah, they're definitely 5 small meals a day. But um, I feel already, because I guess technically I didn't start the diet until yesterday, so I'm already feeling at least pretty filled from what I just had this morning, which was an egg sandwich with spinach on top.
Okay.
And yeah, it was delicious. But I feel really full right now, which is good. It's a good kind of full. It's not like, "Ugh," like, oh my God, like I want to just go to sleep, you know, because eating a lot of food and a lot of calories will make you sleepy, and then that's even worse if you go to sleep. So
Yeah. Because you go to sleep and that's when your metabolism kind of slows down. Everything slows down. And then, it's like a whole other process, a whole other, I don't know how you call it, but it's like something else and it's not good for you. I also,
yeah.
um, you know how it's fasting month here now, so people tend to do it wrongly because you can't eat from sunrise to sunset. So they're really hungry when sunset arrives and it's time to eat, and they end up like eating a whole load until they're so full and they can't move, kind of thing. And that actually kind of oversets the whole benefit of the fasting because you do the fast to give your body time to cleanse itself, kind of thing. Give your digestive system a bit of a rest, and then you're only supposed to eat a bit at a time, not to shock your digestive system. And if you eat a lot of sugar and things like that, it will make you more thirsty the next day when you have to fast. So, yeah.
You can't drink water?
No, no water, no food for a month. Well, I mean during the day only. That's why, sorry?
Oh, sorry. Are you personally fasting?
Yes, I am.
But it's like going on midnight there, so it's night. And
Yeah.
put my water in front of you, and you won't be jealous.
Don't
Right?
worry about it. One of my friends at office, she's not fasting either because she's not a Muslim, so she doesn't have to fast. And she makes coffee and stuff. She feels slightly guilty, and she's trying to cover it. And I'm like, even if she eats in front of me, it doesn't really bother me at all. Yeah, because a lot of people are doing it at the same time, so you have that feeling, like you said, when you do exercise together, the moral support is there.
That's good. So you have that.
Yeah, we do.
Gotcha. Well, good luck with that. When does it's Ramadan, right?
Yes, so we do it the whole Ramadan, and then it'll be Eid on I think it's on the 29th of July. So that's when we go off and meet our family, my grandparents and stuff like that. It's like a time for family, and that's also the day when you don't fast anymore.
Oh, cool. Okay. Because my half sisters are Muslim, but I already know they're not participating in Ramadan. Maybe some of their family might be, but I know they're not. They haven't. They've always they've recognized it, but they never actually fast. I don't know if they actually fast.
Yeah, some people they do it, and some people they take a bit of time to adjust to it and things like that. But it's all, it's their personal choice.
And children do it too, right?
Children, actually, they don't have to. Not unless they've hit puberty. So if they do it, it's just for practice. My parents used to say, okay, you can fast half a day. So eat lunch first, and you can fast in school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll do like half-day fast and things like that. Because when you're a child, you don't have to do it. It's not compulsory yet.
Okay, gotcha. You look like you just worked out. Like you literally look like you just came from a run or something. I meant to say that earlier.
I'm wearing a t-shirt for a change.
Yeah, it looks cute. Like it looks like one of those fitness shirts.
It's actually my sister bought it for me, but it's the MotoGP, the race, the races. Yeah, she bought it when she was working on the circuit because she's a doctor, so occasionally she keeps an eye on the medical center and things like that. So when there are races.
Wait, car races or people races?
Car race. And
Okay.
in this t-shirt, it's a motorbike race, motorcycle.
Oh, awesome. Motorcycles. Have you ever been on a motorcycle before? I know you said they're common there.
Yeah, I want to, but I've never been on one. I
Really?
wanted to, when my cousin rides the motorcycle, but he's never actually taken me on a motorcycle. He's just like, nah, get in the car. So
Oh,
I've
that's
always
so
wanted.
pissed off.
I guess it's safer to get in the car because there are a lot of cars on the road, so it's not really safe for a motorcyclist, especially if you're a woman. But I just want to. My sister, the doctor, she plans on taking a motorbike license.
Oh, cool. Girl
Yeah.
power.
I know.
Oh man, I bet like Dave's like, oh, women, like, oh man, they need to be on there. They need a man on there right now, but he's like,
I'm like looking at his phone and saying, "Oh, I need to comment, but I can't comment right now."
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Dave, we miss you.
we do, we really do. Oh man, but okay. Things happens. Technical difficulties happen.
Let's hope he gets back online ASAP.
Yeah, yeah, we're really hoping for that because he's in the process of moving right now and going to California, so to help sort some things out with his mother. So we're understanding of that. But he's talking about like changing the show and all that stuff. I don't know about all that, like the
What?
time.
Oh,
It wouldn't be Talk Tuesdays. What? I don't know if he was talking about change the day or what.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to sit down and discuss all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
All right. That's really all I have, so.
Ah, okay. Let's see what I've got. We were talking about diets and stuff. Well, there was an article I came across which says Kesha blames music industry for eating disorder. So, guys, eating healthy is good. Making yourself throw up after eating is bad. So, she's currently a panelist on the Rising Star show, and she was in rehab earlier this year, apparently, but it's not for drugs and stuff. It was actually for eating disorder. Because although she's trying to promote, loving yourself, just be yourself, things like that, with her songs. What's her latest song? We Are What We Are Who We Are, something like that. Unfortunately, being in the music industry makes her more aware of herself, and she feels that she has to be slimmer, she has to fit in with this image that people think a star should be, and it's just stressing her out, and she's getting help. It's good to get help. So she says that since leaving rehab, she's been feeling stronger, even if she's not fully fixed just yet. So she's a person in progress. That's what she said.
I really admire when the media like puts it out there that like stars are getting like well, at least when it's effective, not like Lindsay Lohan who just keeps going in and out, but like when they're actually showing progress, like but it's funny you bring up Kesha because I know when I first saw one of her music videos, it might have been TikTok, I think. That was like one of her first songs that came out. I was like, oh, she's kind of pretty, but then I was like, oh, she's very curvy. Like she's pretty curvy, especially for like a white girl. I don't know. I'm used to white girls being skinny, so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wow. Like I noticed it, but I never would have thought like, oh, like she's like chunky or anything like that. A lot of times people with eating disorders, I know they have a bad image. It's like a lot of times they have a bad image of themselves to begin with, like especially when they're younger and when they're like teenager. But then when you're in the limelight and in the spotlight, it's like even so much more pressure to be thinner because I know like I don't know. I guess people in California are skinnier, and Hollywood are skinnier, and things like that. And like, but that's not the way to go about it if you're trying to lose weight. Like making yourself throw up or not eating, that's terrible. Like you're really putting a lot of damage to your body. You're not helping it at all. And to
Exactly.
me, that's just as bad as drugs.
Yeah, just spoiling you. If a person does that, they're just spoiling their body.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's not the right way.
exactly.
To me, it's kind of lazy, actually, because it's like, okay, why don't you just go to hit the gym? Like, why do you have to
Yeah,
puke food? Or, well, you said she was bulimic or anorexic.
it didn't say which type, but I thought I read somewhere that, she was being sick.
Mm,
I
okay, probably bulimic.
um I felt like a liar telling people to love themselves as they are while I was being hateful to myself and really hurting my body. And she also says that I wanted to control things that weren't in my power, but I was controlling the wrong things. I convinced myself that being sick, being skinny was part of my job. It felt safer somehow. So, yeah, that
Mm.
was quoted before she went to rehab.
Yeah, like I know Demi Lovato struggled with the same thing, and I know it was bulimia for her, and she was really depressed and stuff. And I know that I know even when she was a kid on Barney, she was on the show Barney with Selena Gomez. Like that's how they met and stuff when they were like 5 years old. It's so cute if you watch the video. And
Okay.
yeah, like they grew up together and like Selena, she's skinny and she was really little when she was a kid. And then
Yeah.
like being the same age as her, she was a lot bigger than her and it's like she had a little chunk to her, but baby fat, that's normal. I was chunky as a baby, but I think I kind of thinned out when I hit like 6 or 7.
All
But
right.
I mean, not everybody's body is the same, and I love how my friend Rachel, like, she just accepts the fact that she's not going to be like, she's probably not going to get past a certain weight, only because of the way like her muscle proportions are to her body fat
Right.
and things like that. Like, you have to know how to accept the fact that God didn't necessarily design you a certain way to look like somebody else. Like,
Very
I don't know where women get this idea that we have to look like somebody else. Like, I understand being inspired by somebody and like wanting to like pull some things from like their style or whatever, but trying to be a replica, that's dumb. Like, you're your own
Yeah,
person.
very true. And the most important thing is to be healthy. Because what if someone's bone structure is already kind of, a bit large? I mean, so they would look a bit large anyway, but that's just the way that they are made. And then if somebody is small, they'll just be really petite. They just can't help they can't get bigger because their bones are small.
Right, right, right. And it's funny because I feel like skinny people get just as much criticism as chunky people, but I feel like it's always overshadowed because, Hollywood wants skinny. But I feel like my sister, she's really thin, and
Hmm.
actually she kind of curved out a little like in the past year, but she's still really skinny though,
Yep.
and she kind of like just feels like she's always like being discriminated against. So like people are always commenting on her weight. Like they ask stupid stuff like, "Are you anorexic?" or "Do you eat?" Like
Yeah.
what's with the ignorant comments about people's weight? How would you like it if like if a person who's skinny walked up to a fat person and asked, "Why are you so fat? Do you eat a lot? Like do you eat too much?" Like
I
that.
know. And then, how some people, they actually, I saw in a magazine once that they were talking about how they were taking, not to say plus size model, but normal size model, like an average girl. And then at the same time, I was thinking, because the whole article kind of I don't know how to say this, but the message, the underlying message was sort of saying that, yeah, we're promoting those curvier and not so skinny models. At the same time, I'm like, but I like seeing skinny models because it makes me feel better. I can't put on weight. It's so hard. It's like I have to eat 10 times a day, and if I don't eat for one day, I eat less or something, I'm sick or whatever, I have a fever, and it just all disappears. So, I think they should just have a balance and not comment about it. They like just mix it all up so that everyone feels happy looking at the size of models that they kind of, whatever makes them feel happy.
Yeah, like the fashion industry is just so like segregated, and it just really it's unfortunate to me. It's very unfortunate because women are not this like carbon copy. Like it's not the same thing. Like everybody's different. Why are you trying to represent one type of person? One race of person, one like look of a person, like one body type.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know that guys don't have as much pressure, but I'm sure like the media still like does have some pressures upon men. I don't know. I wish we had Dave here so we could have him elaborate on
Come
that.
on, Dave. You gotta give us some input.
Where you at? Yeah, but it's unfortunate. But it's just good to know that celebrities are struggling with us on this issue, and me personally, I don't think I really struggle with the media, at least not in an obvious way. I've never found myself trying to strive to be like a celebrity, but I know there are some women out there that do, and it's unfortunate, but hopefully they can see stories like this and realize that, there's help out there for eating disorders or, self-esteem issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, good job, Kesha. Keep it up.
Yay.
Anyway, let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Do you know Cheryl Cole, the singer?
No, I never heard of her.
She's actually a British singer. She's very famous, obviously, in the UK, and she was a judge on the X Factor or something like that, I believe. And she was previously married to, I think at that time he was Arsenal's football player, Ashley Cole. But I think Ashley Cole has gone to Chelsea. I can't keep track with them changing groups, but never mind.
Ashley is the guy, right?
Yes, Ashley is a guy.
I've never really heard the name Ashley for a guy, but that just kind of threw me off.
Yes, when I first heard it, I was like, but okay. So apparently they've split a few years ago, and now Cheryl Cole has just married her French boyfriend in secret after a 3-month romance, and I'm just really happy for her because she was so sad when she found out about her ex-husband cheating and stuff like that. So plus it was a really tough time for her because I think she just did some charity work and came back from, I can't remember where it was she came back from, but she caught malaria and she collapsed on the set of X Factor. And around about the same time, there was news of her breaking up with her husband. One shot. It was a really rough year for her. So I'm really happy that she's married now and she's showing off her huge diamond.
Wow. How do you feel about, like, the thing that stuck out with me was the 3 months of dating and then getting married. What do you think of that?
I'm okay with that because I kind of feel that sometimes when people are just meant to be together, everything just goes smoothly, and they just know that they're meant to be together. Because I actually have a friend who just kind of knew this girl for a month, and then they weren't even that close, and then decided that, you know what, should we get engaged and get married? they didn't actually get married within the same year because they were working in separate places and things like that. But the fact they kind of decided to get engaged after 1 month was like, that was fast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, I feel like people are now like, because I'm still like kind of on the fence about it. I don't know about like getting married really soon or versus like, waiting years. I definitely don't like waiting. I would not wait 5 years to get married. Like I would have left them by then.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're an adult and everything and you're old enough and all that stuff.
Exactly. I
Sorry.
had
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
my former housemate, Cecilia. If you're watching this, Cecilia, hi. She told me how she really loved her ex-boyfriend and stuff, but she waited years, and they never really got to the point of, talking about marriage, or even if they talk about marriage, they didn't really get to that point of like, let's get married. And then after she broke up with him and met with this new guy, everything just went really well, and they dated, then got engaged, and got married, and now they're happily married. So
Really?
that's why she told me that if it's meant to happen, it just goes really smoothly. So yeah, I think the length of time you date someone doesn't really matter if both of you kind of get that vibe that you're meant for each other.
Yeah, I feel like I'm so used to like going with what's logical and like what makes the most sense and like, you know, but at the same time, I do realize that yeah, it's not just like, marriage and like dating, it's not just a business transaction and it's not all about like, okay, let's wait this out and let's see if you're compatible with me. I really feel like when you know, like, and otherwise, if you don't have like that feeling inside, that I don't necessarily think about like love at first sight in that type of sense, but even if you've been dating for a few weeks, a lot of times insecurities of like, or fear of being single will stop us from, leaving somebody, or it'll make us just keep pursuing this relationship that doesn't make any sense to pursue because they don't, they might not fit up to your standards, or they might not be like who you really want them to be, or you find yourself like trying to control them or anything that's unhealthy. If you start seeing that earlier on, that's only going to grow. And I don't think you should be seeing issues right off the bat. I really think that, you're in the honeymoon stage, and some people's honeymoon stages are longer than others. Some last a couple weeks, and some last, months, and some last a few days. But, but I also think it's important to look at, like, the person that you're pursuing in a relationship, look at it rationally, too, because you do want to know who they are to some extent before you marry them. But then getting engaged is different than getting married anyway. So, like, with engagement, you can still take that time out, but you're saying, like, I'm committed to, even though I might not know you as well as somebody who's been dating for a year, you can still get to know each other and still say, I still have that feeling that I have love for you, and we can get through this, despite our differences.
It's like, this is the first step. We're halfway there, so let's see if we can make it to the altar kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea, but how do you feel about... Sorry, I'm just bringing this up because this really is like... How do you feel about a guy proposing with no ring?
I don't know. But, I think in real life it probably happens quite a lot because they just like suddenly get this idea in their head and like, you know what, do you want to get married? So I don't know. Maybe because in our culture or from the stories I hear from my friends, sometimes they don't even have like a proper proposal kind of ceremony. just happens somehow and they are engaged.
Yeah.
So I think it happens quite a lot nowadays. So, but obviously I would like it. I would like the whole shebang, you know, down bended knee with a ring, flowers too, if you can help it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess the ring kind of shows intention.
Yes, it does. It shows investment too that you invested. Well, obviously the guy invested some type of money in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, like in regards to just proposing and stuff, for
Mhm.
me personally, I would want I mean, I guess I'm not big on rings and stuff because I lose jewelry. I'm just being honest. Like, I lose jewelry 24/7. But I do like fancy things. Well, not fancy things and not necessarily expensive things, but I like quality time. I'm a quality time type person.
Right.
That's a great, like, just I really appreciate it when a man like just shows that they put effort into the quality time that you spend, whether it's like sitting at home watching movies, not saying I want to, be proposed that way, or
Yeah.
planning the day out, just having a plan, like not just like, oh, what do you want to do? Like, I hate that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're taking me out. It feels like we're just going out together, and I like that feeling of being taken out.
Yeah.
So
I,
yeah.
but you're right. It does show, effort in planning stuff. Like, you know what? Don't worry about the things. I got it all covered. You just come with me.
Right, right. And I like surprises too, and I don't get enough surprises in my life, so
Good ones.
as long as they don't give it away and stuff, that'd be good. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask you to marry me, and then, but first we got to go out to this, dinner date. So.
You know, I was watching a video the other day because I'm kind of into Sarah Bareilles' song "I Choose You," and there was this one video where she was performing live in was it something called Mandalay Park? I can't remember, but I'll try to look for the video again. But it was so cute because, first it's just the usual live performance, and then apparently this song has been used quite a lot during proposals. And all of a sudden, after, the bridge of the song, Sarah Bareilles singing, and then she's like pointing, and it's like, it's happening! Because someone just got down on bended knee and proposed to his girl.
Wait, she was singing? Wait, she was there?
He was singing, and someone in the audience proposed to his girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh, see, you gotta send me that video. We need to post that one too. Oh my gosh, because seeing things like that, it just makes me have hope in like society and hope in like marriage.
I will look for it, and I will actually, I'll try and look for it now whilst we keep talking, so that I don't forget to give it to you later.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, whatever works. But, yeah, I'll have to check out that song. Well, I guess I'll check out the song when I watch the video and everything, but that is too cute. I don't know. Well, I don't know why I get Sarah Bareilles and like some other singer mixed up. I forgot her name. But Sarah Bareilles did I'm Gonna Write You a Love Song. She did that, right?
You
Oh,
did.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I like her. She's just so cool.
That really seems like your genre, like your like whatever she does. I don't know what genre of music you call that, but that really seems like your genre when it comes to like you singing and stuff.
Yeah. I like it. She writes somehow the songs that she writes and sings just have this really good vibe when you listen to it. So even if
Yeah.
you're in a bad mood, you just feel kind of uplifted, and I really like that.
Yeah, she is kind of like that. I've probably only heard a few songs of hers, but I should check her out more.
Yeah, I will try and look for that one, and then I think it's this one. Okay, I will just post this, and then that's fine.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's cool. I wonder
Anyway,
how she reacted. Did they show her reaction, or she was just still? Obviously, she was still
she
singing. But
was like so shocked and like it's happening. And she was so excited for them, and she totally changed the lyrics for the song and like, oh say yes, and she said yes and things like that. But
oh
even
my
her
goodness!
made the video so much more meaningful. It was just so nice, and the person actually edited this video to put Sarah Bareilles singing on stage, and also a little clip where the guy actually proposed, or the scene that they managed to get. It's like
Yeah.
one video.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, so I really loved that. I thought it was awesome too.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. What other things did I have to talk about? So, just quickly. Oh, did you know that Germany won the World Cup? So it was the final.
One. See, I
Yeah.
never knew, and I was like, oh, I think the World Cup is over because I'm not seeing it on TVs everywhere at like different restaurants and random places that I go to. Because I don't have cable, so I wouldn't. I don't know.
Ah, yeah. So apparently the final game was between Germany and Argentina, and um, they didn't score at all during the whole game, and I think 20 minutes into the extra time, Germany scored the goal. And
Nice. Is that normal for a soccer game? Well, a football game.
it could happen.
Okay.
Not for myself, but yeah, I'm happy because I used to support Germany.
Yeah, I know my friend Eric. He like sent me this video of this football player. I'm gonna say football because I don't want to be so American saying soccer. So this football game, and like I guess the highlight of it was this German player. He's on the Germany team. So I forgot his name, but I think he was pretty good looking too. Yeah. But he's like one of his favorite players, so I guess it doesn't shock me that Germany won because my friend was ranting and raving about Germany like a few weeks ago. So I'm sure my friend's happy.
Yes, I think a lot of people were really sad when Germany won over Brazil 7-1.
Yeah, yeah, I remember hearing something about Brazil losing. I'm not really into sports, so.
Yeah, I only heard about it.
The World Cup is cool.
Sorry, what did you say?
The World Cup is cool because it brings like different nations together. I love stuff like that. I just
I know.
really
Yeah, I think it's really cool. And so I was like just looking at some things on my Facebook wall, and I came across a link to a YouTube video, which is Relive the World Cup on Twitter. So basically, they just took little bits that were tweeted and made it into a 1 minute 51-second video. So yeah, it's on YouTube now.
Oh wow, all these videos.
Oh, all sorts of things. I mean, they're so creative nowadays.
Yeah, that sounds really creative.
Mm. And then what else did I come up with? Lindsay Lohan plans to move to London, and she hates that she's seen as a celebrity and not an actress. So, yeah. I think, well, she can't help it because she's like being splashed all over the news with stuff which aren't related to movies or, acting.
To me, I would prefer to be called, well, I mean, I like the word, I physically like, if I look at the two words, I like the word actress and like the way you pronounce it and all that stuff. But other than that, why are you mad? Like, okay, you're celebrity, like to me a celebrity, no, actually, I could see why that's insulting now that I'm thinking about it. Because celebrities, it's kind of like, okay, you're famous for like no reason, pretty much, and like that's really like why you're famous or whatever. Like you're kind of there, you're rich, and you hang out with rich people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What were you saying?
Yeah, it just celebrity is kind of like watered. I feel like it's like watered down. You really don't have a lot of talent, but you're famous and you're rich, so we're gonna give you this clothesline, even though like you're not that great at fashion. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
I think
well, I
that's
mean, Lindsay Lohan hasn't acted in a lot like much lately, anyway.
yeah. Or I don't know what she's been doing lately, but I haven't seen her in the movies. Apparently, her new job is in London, Broadway, and yeah, she's feeling that she likes, feels to be living in London, something like that, I think.
That's
Mm.
cool.
So maybe if she goes to London and sorts herself out, she'll be a better actress and she'll come back as an actress, not just a celebrity.
Yeah, maybe she can like get that back because don't just sit there and complain about it. Like get your name back and show that you can go through all these things for years and years and have the whole world watching you, and then you can start back up again. I know she had a reality TV show though, didn't she? For a little.
But I think she did.
Yeah.
I used to actually like her songs, when she actually did sing. They're kind of
Yeah.
catchy.
Yeah, they were. I remember that song "Daughter to Father," and then there was like a Freaky Friday soundtrack she sung on that too. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, she was
Oh, you're
good.
taking me back.
We're having like a let's get back to high school moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
I saw in the article that she said, okay, though she eventually moved back to New York, Lohan is now considering becoming an expatriate. I think I'm making the move to come over here. She's talking about London. I've noticed when I'm watching the news here and such, you guys have such different outlook. In the US, starting at 5 p.m., it's TMZ and all of these shows that are just talking about people's personal lives that are in the industry. Here, I don't notice any of that. It's more news and politics and music. So it feels really good to be able to turn on the TV and not see everything be about gossip. I don't know. It's kind of true though, because when I switched on the BBC TV and stuff, it's all drama and stuff.
Right.
There aren't a lot of reality TV shows back in the UK, except for maybe the Big Brother.
Oh
That
yeah, that's a big one.
yeah,
You know,
just
it's
that.
interesting. Like, oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. What were you saying?
I mean, to me, it's interesting. Like looking into people's lives. Just to me, it needs to have a limit because I swear reality TV can just suck you in. I honestly feel like if I had cable and if I had a lot of time, I would just watch reality TV all the time because that's what I did when I was a kid and I had a lot more time on my hands, like 12, 13, 14. But that's why it's so important to fill up your time with things anyway, more productive things, because you're not like benefiting in any way watching reality TV all day. So like okay, Lindsay Lohan. Well, even with that, that's like, I mean, it is. I mean, are doing celebrity pop gossip, so. But like, okay, Lindsay Lohan's moving to London, and she doesn't like being called a celebrity. Okay, how's that relevant for my life? How's that gonna make me succeed in what I'm trying to do in life? Nothing at
Yeah,
all. It's just for entertainment.
exactly. All these reality TV on cable and stuff, because I actually do have cable, although I don't watch it. I kind of just avoid watching it. Don't, not that I avoid because I'm trying to avoid or something. I'm not really interested in watching people's live unless I have nothing else to watch.
Right.
The only kind of reality TV that I might follow would be, the America's Next Top Models,
Oh yeah.
or Idol and things like that because it kind of has a structure. I like watching things like that. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I think watching reality TV can make me more envious of people. So if I were to watch, American Idol or The Voice, I'd be like, wait, why are they there? Why am I not there? Why? That kind of
Oh
question. It's
yeah.
like, it makes me a little bit envious, and I don't think that's a good feeling.
Yeah, keep yourself in check.
So, good luck to Lindsay Lohan in London. Other than that, oh, I should tell you about Christina Aguilera's baby shower. I just remembered that was one of the things that I wanted to tell you first. I don't know if you've heard about it, but she's expecting her second baby.
Second, okay.
Yeah. So they had this adult-only baby shower, and I could not find a picture of the cake, but apparently the cake had this really graphic kind of design on top of it of a woman giving birth, and then like complete with the baby's head coming out and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, you've got that on a cake for a baby shower. Weird.
Oh, it's so weird. Why? What theme was she going for?
Well, I have no idea, but I was like, okay, very, very weird, but so long as you're happy, I guess.
Wow.
I don't think I'd be able to eat that though. Like, ugh.
What the heck? Oh gosh, that's just weird.
Yeah,
Celebrities
I really
are always trying to be different though because they have money.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure who ordered the cake, but yeah. I really wanted to see a picture because that would. I just like couldn't really imagine a woman lying down on the floor with the legs apart and then a baby's head coming out, and the baby's head had hair, and yeah, it's like just weird.
Yeah, like okay, how did you hear about this? Was this an article and then it didn't have any pictures?
Yeah, it was an article. The only picture that they had was Christina and her, she's showing off a baby bump, basically. That's all. I even tried Googling it, and I couldn't find any pictures. It's probably a, secret picture.
Oh dang! Why would they do that? Why would they? This one, I think, it's calling it an awesomely graphic cake. I'm looking at an article right now. That's just really weird. At least they could show us like the photograph they used or something. I mean,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like
Stuff, but oh gosh.
yeah. That was like okay. I think if I ever saw that and anyone served that kind of cake to me, I'd probably not be able to eat cake for a year.
Yeah, kind of like barf. Her man is cute though. She's got a cute man this time because I know her husband was not. I don't know. He seemed like old and he was like a director. Maybe he wasn't old, but he had like a lot of facial hair and it wasn't looking.
Yeah, but I wish her all the best. And she looks good with a baby, glowing and all.
That's good, yeah. I feel like, oh, this is so mean, but I feel like it gives her an excuse to be fat because, like, she had gained a lot of weight. Like, I was looking, what was she on The Voice or which one?
Yeah, the Voice.
Yeah, I remember seeing her on The Voice. I'm like, dang, she gained some weight because I hadn't seen her in, like, a few years on TV. And she gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Carrie gained a lot of weight when she had a baby, when she was carrying her twins too.
yeah, I was talking about that, like, with Dave last night or 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Because he likes Mariah Carey.
Oh, he does? Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It's funny because I commented on a Mariah Carey video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he noticed I commented, and what I said on the comment was exactly what he was thinking. I said, why are Mariah Carey music videos always placed in a mansion? Because they are. I swear like 3 or 4 of her videos are like in mansions.
She must like that airy kind of space thing going on.
Yeah, she definitely seems like a high maintenance chick and like the woman that like never settles for less than like the best and stuff. Luxury.
I would think so. Being the diva that she is now, it's like she's been world famous for years and years. Like
Right.
I think would demand a lot.
Yeah, I have respect for her though because her career is extended like for a while, and she's
Mhm.
still. I mean, she's still. I mean, it's been a few years since she had an album, right? But she's still great, and she has a beautiful voice. Awesome, like her vocal range and all that.
Yeah, and I really admire her that she always, I mean, whenever she's on screen, she looks so poised and elegant. It's just, I just really
Yeah,
like looking at her. She looks so nice.
yeah.
So I was really happy to see that she lost all that weight after giving birth because there was one video that I watched. I think it was like a live performance in Singapore or something, and she was literally huge. I didn't know whether she was pregnant at that time, but she was huge, and somehow she slipped and she could not get up by herself. And I was like, oh no, what happened to Mariah? But then I saw her again after the twins, and she's slim again. Well, as slim as her size can be, but she looks great now, and yeah, good for her.
Yeah, I know she's always been curvaceous and stuff, and she always had like those hips. Oh my goodness. But wow, yeah, she was big when she had the baby. I thought she didn't lose the baby weight though.
I think she slimmed down quite a lot.
Oh, okay, that's good. Go her.
At least from that video that I watched, and then it
Yeah,
was a drop change.
right. You know better than I would.
Not really, because to be honest, I only look up these celebrity gossips and stuff the day before Talk Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, we're being honest here. All right, like I didn't read my article, and you look up stuff the day before, but that's okay. We're still good.
Yeah. We still brought the articles to the show. Yay us.
Right.
So I
Okay.
think that's basically all that I had to say today. Although I'm gonna end this a little somber, which usually Dave would be the one to do it, but I'm probably gonna do it today. Um, there's a lot of news lately about the war in Palestine, Gaza, and uh, I don't know what we can do, but everybody, regardless of your religion and stuff, just please say a prayer for all those innocent people who are being killed, because I think the death rates are sky high right now, and it's really horrible because they're killing all these people to basically shoo them out of their country, and yeah, I think the Zionists are trying to occupy that land illegally, something like that. I don't really want to talk too much about it, but wherever
Yeah.
you are, if there's anything that you can do, please do help. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that on CNN yesterday. I really don't know much. I need to read up on that too. There's so many things I feel like be in tune with, but I just remember seeing like a death toll, 30 children and 100 something adults. It was crazy, and that just shocked me. Like, but yeah, I need to read up on that more, so I can't really speak too intelligently about it.
It's a really long kind of and there's a lot of information about it because this war has been going on for a long time, although it
Right.
spikes now and then, so it's spiking again right now. But no, this is a different war. Anyway, yeah. Basically, there's this group of people who are trying to shoo the actual occupants of that country, of that land. They're just like killing them off or trying to make them evacuate their own homes so that they can live in that area.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Frozen.
Hello?
Sorry, I thought it was Frozen.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh no, you're.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for some reason the connection's acting weird right now.
I think it's like the alarm. It's sort of saying, you guys, come on. It's almost time to end the show.
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it.
But yeah, that's all I had to say. Uh-oh. I think I'm frozen now.
Okay, you're good. Yeah,
Okay.
we're back.
So, yeah. I guess I could probably say to everyone watching, thank you so much for tuning in to Talk Tuesday this week. And do leave your comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all our channels. And although Dave couldn't be with us today, I know he's with us in spirit. Hi, Dave! And so yeah, we'll be putting in extra links and stuff in Kiana's description box. So make sure you check it out. And yeah, I think next week it'll be on my channel, right? Should be on my channel. At least until Dave comes back.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be on your channel, and I am actually going to be out of town next week, and I'm gonna talking more about that after we stop broadcasting. But I want to let everybody know that I am gonna be away. I'm gonna be in Atlanta for a conference next week, so I won't be able to do Talk Tuesdays. And then also, I think that next Tuesday I'm not gonna be able to do Talk Tuesdays, but I'm gonna try and get on my phone and possibly do the Google Hangout and be a part of it, but I doubt I'll be able to do it for the next 2 weeks because I'm going to be gone for 10 days, so...
Oh, for the conference?
Yeah, for the conference. It's a lot of traveling, so going to be dealing with that. But, I'll... Oh, go ahead.
It's alright, life happens.
Yeah, but I'll see all you lovely people, all you lovely viewers. If you didn't get to tune in today, just, you know, I'll keep sharing this link so that you guys can see it later on. But obviously you're not here, so I don't know why I'm talking to people that aren't here, but whatever. But yeah, I guess just a reminder to myself. So, with that note, signing off. It is me.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Have a good one, everybody.